scene. A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Running back searching for a hole. Hard running there. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Caught in the backfield, it's Lyle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carr. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So North Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, you know, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys get it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He makes the catch. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the ball slipped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. off the play fake on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Hurricanes are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Got his man on the outside. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Canes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. And the Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 35, he's got boom. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run play action. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Platt. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Oh, he's got some space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. The give out of the gun. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry up. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Got him downfield. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And the Canes will call on their punt team. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That's caught. It's Smith.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get...
There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. He's moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field, too.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Moving past the 25. He's into the open down the middle. The 20, the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Hit as he throws. Complete to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Smith. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Tar Heels are threatening on 1st and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the comeback is on. On to attempt the try.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Oh, better look out! They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Quarterback running on the draw. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. The Canes will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And the Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for it all. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looking for a push on 4th down. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
To the air, it's Barnett. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And that one was knocked away. The defender did a really good job. I would argue maybe he could have put his hands on that and caught it, but there's a reason he plays defense, but definitely a forced throw and really nice coverage.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got to play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll run it again. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. And the misconnection on third down. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Opening play of the drive from the 39. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's in open space downfield.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Goss. Got the first down and more. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. To the ground with the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll do it himself. The offense coughs it up. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Touchdown, UNC! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish. Doing a good job getting to the quarterback.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. This time on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Got a man, it's Lyle. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Tar Heels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.